Hi, I'm Sasha. I live in Arizona with my parents and my brother Matt, who's a year older than me. But before I continue, please like and subscribe. Dad was a business tycoon, and our lives were just perfect. That is, until one Christmas when I was 5 years old. Dad had invited the whole neighborhood for dinner, and the house was buzzing with excitement. We were all busy with the preps when suddenly Dad cried out, "Matt, that tree's fallen! Catch it before it breaks my glass table!" Matt ran to the tree and caught it just in time, but he couldn't hold it any longer than a few seconds. I dived forward and caught the tree, holding it up easily. But just then, Matt suddenly lost his balance and went crashing straight into the table, breaking it now. Oh my God, what a mess! Dad came running to push the tree back in place, and then he lifted me up on his shoulders.
"Oh, darling, you're a strong one, aren't you? That was amazing! And you, Matt, you're such a shaky old lady. Can't you watch your own freaking feet? You must be ashamed to be weaker than a little girl. Some older brother you are."
Matt turned red, burst into tears, and left the room. And from that day on, Dad kept singing praises about how strong and tough I was. And Matt just hated me. He built a huge Lego wall between our beds so he wouldn't even see me. Once, I broke the wall by accident, and he immediately shot me using his plastic toy gun. Its bullets hurt my butt so bad. I couldn't sit on it for 2 weeks. One day at school, I noticed Matt wasn't in the cafeteria for lunch, and I went looking for him when suddenly I spotted a crowd surrounding him outside the boys' restroom.
"Are you gonna take all day, Maddie? It's so simple. Just use your tongue and lick the doors clean. I want to see my reflection in it when I come back. Come on."
Matt looked close to tears, and I felt so mad. "What do you think you're doing to my brother? Get away from him!"
"Or you'll do what, little girl?"
"I'll hit you so hard, it'll make your ancestors dizzy." As the boys laughed, I punched one of them and sent him flying. He got up to his feet and ran away like a scared mouse, and the rest followed. I turned around to Matt, and suddenly he pushed me away.
"Why'd you do that, you moron?"
"Wow, is that your thank you, Matt? I just saved your butt."
"You just made everything worse. Now everyone in school will think I need my baby sister to fight for me. Isn't it bad enough that I live in your shadow at home, Daddy's little princess? Just stay away from me."
And he stormed off furiously. All I'd done was try to help him, but he just ignored me more than ever after that. On my 12th birthday, Dad surprised me with the latest PlayStation. The minute Matt saw it, he flung his plate of food at the wall and walked out of the room.
"What the heck is wrong with that boy?"
"Dad, I think I know why he's mad. He's been asking you for a PlayStation for years, but you didn't get it for him."
"And why should I? I got him Iron Man and Spider-Man figures on his birthday, and what did he learn from them? Nothing. He's just a weak, lazy couch potato staying locked up in his room. No, you deserve this. He doesn't."
I felt bad for Matt, but my birthday gift was something new and exciting for me. I placed it in my room, and after dinner, when I went back, it wasn't there. Just then, I saw Matt passing by my room with a wicked smile. I knew he'd done something. I ran out and jumped on him, knocking him down. "Where's my PlayStation, Matt? I know you took it from me. Give me back my gift."
"I will, if you give me some answers. Why do you spoil everything for me? Why did you get what I asked for? And why's Dad crazy about you? I just can't sit and watch all this."
"But it's not my fault, Matt. I didn't do anything to you. Now, where is my PlayStation?"
Boom!
And he ran off and shut his door. Suddenly, we heard a loud explosion from the backyard. We all looked out the window, and it was my new PlayStation. Matt set fire to it? I cried my eyes out, and the next day, my parents got me another PlayStation and a cute kitty, who I named Kit Kat. I adored her, and I spent the whole summer playing video games. I was obsessed with this whole new world. I even discovered that by being a gamer on YouTube, you can earn big money. That was amazing. I started off with a simple game, and things were going better than I expected. And in no time, I started streaming my games on YouTube, and I was getting so popular in school. One evening as I sat down for a live stream, I saw a video had been posted a few hours earlier from my account. I clicked on it, and to my horror, there was a figure sitting at my desk in my hoodie with the face covered, speaking in a weird, shrill voice.
I just came online to confess that I'm a fraud. I made my brother play all these games for me because I'm just a dumb girl who could never be a good gamer. You all are pretty stupid for believing me. Now my brother has left me and I'm done. So go follow somebody else, you morons.
There were tons of hate comments under the video, and so many people had unfollowed me. Oh my God, I was gonna kill Matt. Matt, what's your freaking problem? Your stupid prank could ruin my career as a gamer. My followers are hating me now.
Well, yeah, it's time for you to know what hate really feels like. And it's just a reminder, girls can't be gamers.
Oh, really, Matt? Well, you are so mistaken. I'm gonna get into a big esports team and earn more than you can imagine real soon. So watch out, loser. I ran to my room and recorded a video explaining everything and posted it, hoping to get back my viewers. Later that night, when I went to the kitchen to get water, I saw the light was already on and I heard someone's voice. I peeked in to see Matt holding Kit Kat, talking to her lovingly.
You're so adorable. Who wouldn't love you? Everyone loves you, right?
Aw, was I just seeing Matt's sweet side? But suddenly, he put Kit Kat in a baking dish and opened the oven door.
And that's why I hate you. Your time is up, stupid Kit Kat.
Oh my God! Before he could push her inside, I leapt forward and attacked him, and we went flying into a rack of dishes. Everything came crashing to the ground, and my parents came running at the noise. Mom, Dad, Matt has lost it. He nearly baked poor Kit Kat.
I always knew something was off about this boy. You better behave or I'll send you to an asylum.
Matt left the room quietly, and I just knew this wasn't the end of it. The next night, when I was fast asleep, someone pulled me off the bed from my legs. I opened my eyes in horror to see Matt standing near me with a knife in his hand. OMG, I thought he wanted to kill me. I shouted and hid under my bed, but then, all of a sudden, he started screeching a plate with it. Ow! It hurts my teeth. Stop it, Matt. Are you crazy? I'm trying to sleep here.
No one sleeps when I'm awake, especially you. I'm gonna play this till morning, every night, even if you send me to an asylum.
I screamed and managed to run out of my room, locking it from the outside. Matt kept beating the door with his chairs, almost breaking it. My parents arrived on the scene too, and they were horrified. That's when it struck me. My system, my camera. Oh no, he was gonna wreck everything. I asked my parents to open the door, and the moment they did, he ran out of the house like a maniac. Gosh, he didn't come back all night, and we were all so worried about him. The next day I went to school alone, and when I got back, there was a note stuck on the door from my parents. Sasha, we've left for Chicago. Grandma had a terrible accident. Tell us when your brother returns. We will be back tomorrow. What the what? So they'd left me alone? Oh no. How was I gonna deal with Matt if he came back? You're strong, Sasha. Why should you be afraid of him? And it's just a day. You'll be fine. The whole day went by, and Matt didn't come at all. The next morning, I heard someone at the front door. I opened it to see a courier person. It was a special post addressed to me. When I opened the envelope, I saw the names of other gamers like Sniper Wolf and Gloom. The best part? I was invited for a gaming marathon where Sniper Wolf and other famous gamers would be joining. OMG, I could get all my viewers back. I was dancing around in excitement when I suddenly turned around and shrieked. Matt was standing inches away from me, looking down with an evil grin. When did you come?
Who said I ever left?
And with that, he grabbed the letter out of my hand and ran into the kitchen. And then he switched on the stove. Matt, no, please, don't do that. That is very important.
Yes, everything about you is always important. And who am I? Just worthless garbage?
As he was looking at me and talking, his long sleeve caught on fire. As he screamed and waved his arm around like crazy, I leapt forward with a jug of water and threw it at him. The fire was put out and he was okay.
Oh my God. Thanks. No, don't smile at me. You just saved me from the fire, and I'm thankful for that, but I still hate you.
And he just walked away. Mom and Dad arrived later that night and were shocked to see Matt so quiet in his room. Weeks passed and still, Matt never talked to me. But at least he didn't do anything to hurt me either. A few days later, our school was celebrating World Children's Day, and the chief guest was talking about how we were all lucky to have the love of families, unlike many children. Just then, Matt got up and shouted at the top of his voice,
Lucky? I wish I was an orphan. Families don't give love or happiness. All my life, they've given me only disappointment and tears. Families suck, and you suck for giving this stupid speech.
The teachers immediately dragged him out of the auditorium, but I couldn't help thinking about his words. Matt wished he was an orphan? I suddenly felt like the most terrible sister. We'd all ignored Matt's cries for help and attention too long. Later that evening, I went to my parents to talk to them about Matt's outburst. Mom started to cry, but Dad, he got really mad.
That stupid boy said we made him miserable? What does he want, huh? He has everything. He lives under my roof and eats 10 times a day. He's just a spoiled, whiny, weak little...
Dad, stop it! Do you think that's all he needs? A place to stay and food? You've never given him love or respect. All you've done is make him hate me and hate himself. You've made him this crazy, Dad, and you should apologize to him. And we should get him to therapy.
I'm doing nothing of the sort, and therapy is for the weak.
Suddenly, Mom rose up from her seat. That's enough. I kept telling you all those years to be kinder to Matt, but you didn't listen then and you're being a jerk now. If you can't own up to your mistakes, you're the one who's weak and stupid.
You want to pamper that little baby? Go ahead. I'm leaving.
Suddenly, Matt barged in.
You can leave, Dad. That would make me happy. You've ruined my life, and I won't let you do that anymore. I want to change. I know I'm a good person, and I want to say that I'm sorry for all the hurt I caused Sasha and Mom. I'm really sorry, and I just want to fix everything.
Mom and I hugged Matt and said sorry to him for all the hurt we'd caused him as a family. I'm so proud of you, Matt. Asking for help and deciding to make a change needs a lot of courage. I love you.
I love you too.